All right, let's get to one more game before we get out of here. I want to talk about the Cam Ward situation with the Tennessee Titans. They're 0-4, and he was incredibly candid after the game that they had against the Houston Texans. They lost 26-0. They've had 10 straight losses. Brian Callahan, 3-18 overall. They're just bad. Cam Ward has had or gave the most blunt assessment of his team that I have ever heard a rookie give. And it's the biggest reason why I respect and love Cam Ward.
Yeah.
People say that he was very nonchalant. I think that is bullshit, and I think that it was proven to people the way that he talked about this team. He said, we effing suck. He said, we're ass. That is what his message was to his team after the game, that they have to be better. I wish more quarterbacks did this. And I respect the hell out of Cam Ward acknowledging that what they're currently putting out there on the field is not going to produce winning football.
You know what Cam Ward acknowledged? He acknowledged everything that we knew the whole year walking into this season. We all like Cam Ward. Everyone likes Cam Ward. It's just a bulletin. Everybody likes Cam Ward. He's a great kid. He's got a great like quarterback mentality, football player mentality. He says everything right at the podium. But all off season, it just had to be jammed down our throats. Cam Ward, is the most least talked about quarterback of all first overall pick ever. It's because we all knew the Titans blew dog. We all knew that. So why are we going to? I actually think that we were responsible with Cam Ward. So we weren't projecting him as a savior because the Titans were so bad, because their coach is so bad and ownership is terrible, and they just keep on making mistake after mistake after mistake, like operationally. And they have a great young quarterback that I'm not going to give up on until I see him in a different team's colors, or until I see the Titans actually put a real team around him. I'm not giving up on this kid. I believe in him. I don't believe in the Titans. So this whole, we need to show Cam Ward more love before the season kicks off. The Titans blow. I don't need to show Cam Ward love. They're going to be a bad team this year. They may not win a game. They really might. They might get one win. And that's going to be bad for them. And they're going to be right back in the mix. But I believe in them. I really do. The Titans, though, I can't believe it. They are so tragic. And they're as tragic as New Orleans. They're as tragic as every other bad team, if not more. Because they're just going to be suited up for that next number 1 overall pick next year.
Which it might not be bad for them if they have the first overall pick in this upcoming draft. Brian Callahan's probably not going to be sticking around, by the way.
No.
But it might not be bad for them because you're in a situation where the Saints and the Raiders, potentially the Jets.
The Raiders are awful.
You've got all these teams that are going to be likely drafting or want to draft a quarterback, and there's going to be a race to get to that first overall pick. If you're sitting at that first overall pick spot, there's not really a pass rusher or an offensive lineman that's that good that you should sit there. They could get a nice little payout from somebody who wants to trade up to build and acquire all the pieces that they need to build around Cam Ward. I think that is the best possible path forward. I'd be curious to see what happens in who they end up hiring. I don't know who that is.
Probably gonna be it's Tennessee. They're gonna make some other move that's way too cute instead of going after the real smart play. They're gonna botch it. They're probably gonna botch the draft pick trade. They're going to do exactly what you said. Also, I think. But
Cliff Kingsbury, Air Raid King. I don't know why people keep crapping on Cliff Kingsbury as a head coaching option.
I love Cliff Kingsbury. I just think he's better as that Arizona.
He's a great OC.
So weird. I like him as an OC.
But he's a great offensive mind, and I would argue a lot of times the most successful coaches are the ones that failed and had chances to reflect. It's a tough sport to succeed in right off the bat. You need to be able to make some mistakes before you can find success.
I got you. I'm not jumping out of Washington before they get young again, because they're going to get young after this year. They need to. But the Titans, they need the wide receiver room overhaul. Stop trying to sell me on Calvin Ridley. We all knew what was going to happen with Calvin Ridley. Like, Calvin Ridley taking that year off hurt Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley without an elite quarterback that's not his guy. He needs to have the ball put right on his hands, and that's not the situation in Tennessee. He's going to be moving on. Like Ayo Manor, he could stick around.
He looks solid.
He's had a fine start.
Game ability there.
You need options. You need options for Cam Ward. The way that they were working in Miami with a lot of guys getting open, spread it out wide, big strong running back in the backfield, and then let the offense roll. Let them just go down and play ball. This
make it sound so simple.
It should be simple, but what the Titans are doing makes it look real hard. They make it look like the toughest math examination on the planet Earth, where it should be simply snap ball, let the quarterback throw it to an open receiver. Instead, they are just like a lifeless corpse of a team, just a husk trying to play football. I hope Cam Ward has a great. I hope I'm rooting so hard for this guy, but God, the Titans did nothing to help him. They did nothing.